it looks like the runners are readied up, and the race will start very shortly. And they're off. This is going to be a great race. As you all know, Pollsmor is a very experienced runner, one of the top runners in Metroid Fusion for either 80% or 100%. And he's got many years of experience. And then on the other hand, you have CScottyW, up and comer, brand new to the Metroid Fusion community. However, already owns a a world record for the 100% category, and by world record I mean tied world record for in-game time.
Hi there.
And I am joined by Hercules Bench Press. How are you?
I'm okay. I decided to come back for the dead for a little bit, and so you needed a partner.
Sounds good
Help
to
you
me.
out. How have
So,
you been doing, Ross?
oh, not bad, not bad. So, between the two runners, who do you think is going to win this?
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know Scotty beat Eagle, so my money's on Scotty.
And me, as always, I am always anti-Pollsmor. And I'm rooting for Scotty as well.
Listen, Pollsmor is actually really, really good.
Yeah, he is one of the elite
As much as I
runners.
don't like to admit that.
So, as you can see, even their text mashing is as fast as it can be. Both runners have been pretty synced for a while, right up until now.
Well, it doesn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they both use emulator as well,
They do.
using the same text matching script. There you go. That explains it.
Pollsmor sharing his secrets to his opponent, Scotty. But yeah, this is great. This is interesting. Both runners actually beat Eagle in the Swiss format stage and the tournament stage. So, like, I guess if you want to be in the finals, you got to beat Eagle. Otherwise, you know, Eagle is kind of like what's the name of that gatekeeper in Ghostbusters? Keymaster.
That. I was gonna make a Lord of the Rings joke, but sure.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you want to make it to the finals, you must pass the gatekeeper.
You shall not pass.
You shall not pass. But
Dude, I love
both runners.
Dumbledore. He's a great character.
Yeah. Well, yeah, both runners with showing off to the world that Eagle can in fact be beaten in a GBA Troid.
I will say I did give it my absolute best when facing off against him in my match against him in the bracket stage. Too good, and I'm just too slow.
So Scotty's having some movement errors here early on, and I don't know. You gotta make sure that your movement is tip-top shape in this race, because
Oh yeah.
based on how I feel between the two runners, any small mistake can like grow and continue to grow, and then you'll find yourself in a very, very bad hole. So,
Not only that, but I mean, movement is key. But these eye doors are probably going to determine a heck of a lot between the two. Like Scotty got 0 beams,
yeah,
and Paul's
right
one
as you
over
mentioned
here.
it.
Like eye doors can be a cruel mistress sometimes.
Definitely.
Scotty's looking to keep it close by messing up some wall jumps.
Yeah, I think it might just be nerves for Scotty. It's his first time entering Fusion.
I mean,
he just learned the game for the tournament, and now he's in the final. So, if I had to guess, I would say like his movement errors so far are basically nerves.
It's a pretty good guess. Ooh. Actually, only a few seconds apart still.
Yeah, both runners trying to keep it close here.
They both got 0 rolls as well, which is really nice. See, when I come to find that I don't know if it's with you as well, but I feel like there are sometimes when I just try to do like inputs way too fast, and if I do an input like slightly too early, like even like the slightest bit early, then I'll just be there for like a couple seconds and be like, "What? Oh, whoops."
Yeah, I know how you feel, especially when it comes to mashing missiles. If
Yeah,
like if you press it too fast, then your cooldown timing will be off, and you'll actually shoot missiles slower than you think you are.
yeah. My spot of where I do it the most is ledge grabs, where I try to press A to pull up on the ledge grab like too early, and I'll just hang there for like an extra 2 seconds.
Or like the worst one is when you try to do that and you do it too early, you just spin.
Oh, yeah, that is. There's a lot of
So
places though, like it's only 6 minutes in, and we can say that they're far apart, or he's got this second lead, but honestly, it can change at any point.
yeah, especially early on when there are tons of RNG to deal with. You won't really know for sure who's got a solid lead until it's time for cleanup, because then you can basically measure their skill, and like for example Scotty and Pollsmor, that I think are pretty consistent in their strats, that they won't really make any major mistakes. So when it's time for cleanup, and for example Scotty's in the lead, it'll be safe to assume that Scotty will remain in the lead until like something bad happens. Whereas, early on, RNG will just mess you up. So
Yeah.
it would be best for both runners though to keep it as close as possible.
I mean, honestly, they just need to find like the zone that they need to be in, or they usually find themselves in to like get good runs. Because I tend to notice, and I'm sure there are other runners do as well, that like once you're in like a certain like zone, like you just make fewer mistakes, and things just seem to go your way from time to time. Like especially like with RNG, you just get better luck sometimes. So I know these guys probably have that kind of like mental headspace as well for what do you call it? Or with this, and I've forgotten already. Jesus, they both got the quick strat.
Yeah. Oh,
Except
Pollsmor taking a hit there.
Yeah, except Pollsmor took a hit. Oh wow, I've never thought of trying that actually for what Scotty just did, firing the missile that close to the ground.
Yeah, Scotty's got an interesting way of handling the pirate chef that Pollsmor's in right now. He doesn't morph at all, so he saves a few frames over everyone else who does morph.
Yeah, he just the only would see in that strategy is he tends to waste a lot more missiles. So if he's already having missile management issues up to that point, he could hurt himself a little bit. But right now, he seems to be just fine.
Yeah, he's gonna have to spend after this stabilizer. He'll spend 6. Ooh. So
That
Pollsmor's
was
gonna
tough.
catch up here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And Pollsmor gets the quicker stabilizer of the two, actually.
Ways to actually do that stabilizer, and it depends on like runner to runner. Scotty just giving Pollsmor all the time to catch up.
Yeah, now
So
they're neck and neck again.
usually for that stabilizer, what I'll try to do is I'll take like 3 steps on, or 3 like climbs on the shoot 1 missile, and if it tanks, then I can just fire 3 quick ones. But if I hit it, I know I have to wait a second before being able to get it again. Wow, Scotty with just 1 beam so far.
Yeah, it's definitely helping him out here with all the movement mistakes he's making.
Yeah, that was a
Pollsmor having
double
to
too.
suffer multiple beams, and he gets a double, so
Jeez,
it's really
yeah.
good.
I believe that was a double as well for Pollsmor.
Oh, we
Oh, he
missed
just
that
tanked that
last double,
one.
yeah.
That was an interesting kind of downward double Pollsmor just tried to do there.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not sure.
they found out that if you did it
Ooh,
that way, you can actually get sweet spot on the core. On the
really
yeah, but it's kind of
interesting.
it's a little bit
It
harder
seemed
to do.
really tight window.
Yeah, but you will get rewarded if you do it right.
I guess the trade-off is only like an extra 3 seconds. That's not terrible. Plus, however long it takes for the core to spawn in.
Oh,
Ooh, Scotty.
man, I worried. I mean, I thought it was just the jitters, but if he continues to make these mistakes,
I mean, it took
Paul's
3 shots to kill the 4th stabilizer, so
yeah, I mean, he can't afford to do that. He already let Pollsmor catch up. I mean, Scotty had a total of just 1 beam so far. You got a double and 0 rolls on Arachnus. Pollsmor, on the other hand, probably exceeding
I've
5 beams now.
easily. I'm pretty sure he's at like maybe 6 or 7. I
Yeah,
haven't been able to keep track.
and he got only 1 double on the core, but he's right next to Scotty, so like he can't rely on really good RNG because you can never trust that that's ever going to happen in the run. So he really needs to clean up his movement here. So you mentioned earlier, Herc, about being in the zone. To you, what does that entail?
I guess for me, it's just like absolute focus and like I know I'm like in a really good zone. I'm nailing like all of the inputs. Like I'm not hanging on ledges too long when I grab them. Like all of my inputs are nice and crisp and my movement's really good. And it's at that point it's just like okay, cool. And like mentally I just know that I'm in it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's sometimes it's definitely hard to get that sometimes, especially like and it's really easy to take yourself out of it by making like one little mistake and letting it get to you.
yeah,
So hopefully all these like these little mistakes don't throw Scotty off of his here.
yeah, I can completely sympathize with you in terms of making mistakes and how it snowballs into just
Oh yeah.
a run full of PJ Salt or whatever.
Oh, especially with me too. It's just aggravating to know because it's like I know that I could do better, and like when I mess up, it's like I can do that so much better, and I that's just my thought at that point. It's like I can do this much better, and then I'm not thinking about the run. I'm thinking about the mistake. So it's definitely tough sometimes.
Yeah, and oh, Pollsmor almost took the lead there, but he made a missed jump.
I think also what makes it tougher too is especially in a tournament, there's the added pressure of like knowing you're going against somebody who's really good, and that one small mistake can cost you the entire race.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was I think there was GDQ race that you were in, I think,
Oh,
where JRP actually caught up to Kirby on text match alone, or something like
well,
that. I can't remember.
I think JRP is JRP. I think he was ahead the entire time. I wasn't able to really watch. It was very forgettable for me because I just got the worst luck ever. Just in all aspects of it, my movement was just garbage because of it. But I know
Oh,
Kirby was like doing his best to
Pollsmor.
keep up. Oh my god.
I think Pollsmor has the slight lead
He
here.
has like a millisecond lead.
Yeah. So Pollsmor catching up. It looks like it's synced, but
Yeah,
Pollsmor's
no,
actually ahead.
just ever so slightly.
This is intense.
So interesting thing there. It's actually apparently slower to do that wall jump that Pollsmor did. A little bit of a lead back from Pollsmor. I'm learning stuff now, comparing the two methods.
And
They're
both
missing.
runners getting the same RNG for the Zoro there in that previous room.
Yeah, I'm convinced that it's nearly impossible. It's a very tight window. Jesus. Oh my
Keeping it
god.
close, man. Keeping it really close.
Jeez, oh man. They're just.
Pollsmor gets the better RNG of the two.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's Scotty definitely pulled something very interesting out there. But I'm convinced that it's nearly impossible to get through that Zoro room, like the first room. Zoro on the ground with the two Rios. It's nearly impossible to get it consistent, to hit all three of them.
Yeah, in any percent, it's something that you don't worry about, but because you're in the room for a little bit longer, can get kind of junky RNG like they had. So Pollsmor now in the lead.
I believe Eagle was the one that won the any percent tournament.
He did, yeah.
So he got third this time, which is what I took in that tournament, I believe. I'm pretty sure Scotty's a zero mission runner, right?
He is originally a AM2R runner. He was invited to the Zero Mission tournament, and he came up, second or third or something like that? I think it was third.
Seriously? Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to say he's a zero mission runner at that point then, since he learned it first.
Yeah.
Wow, Pollsmor got really good luck for a change.
Yeah, so this is what happens when Pollsmor finally gets good RNG, like the lead shift.
He's going to get 3 jumps, I guarantee it.
No. He's get 3 jumps on the first round.
No, I'm talking about Scotty.
Oh.
He got bad luck, but you probably get like 3 jumps. Or maybe 6.
Pollsmor with 7 already.
Jesus, that's the max.
He's got max on
Pollsmor,
both.
what are you doing,
rounds,
dude?
8, 9,
5,
10.
Scotty got 5.
And Pollsmor gets 10 jumps.
Jesus
now Scotty
Christ.
is in the lead again.
Because he got like 4 or 5 jumps. That's insane.
Wow, this is crazy.
It's ludicrous.
But Pollsmor actually manages to reduce that time loss by getting the sweet spot where Scotty had to spend.
That was a super tight double though, like that Pollsmor just pulled off.
Yeah.
Like he was nearly inside the core when he fired those 2 missiles. All right, so do they go for sack skip?
I hope they both get it.
I hope they both go for it.
Something interesting here is Scotty might actually try a newer strat for sack skip here. Oh really? No, this is 100%. I'm sorry, he's not gonna do that.
Oh
so
god!
Both get it, and oh no, Pollsmor. Okay.
Wow! Nice job. Actually, that's something really interesting that I just saw on Scotty. I knew usually a good indication is if you fall down along the right block along the wall, you won't get shot again. But he shot a missile and was able to get that, so that was really interesting.
Yeah, it's possible. This is also something that was found out not too long ago. It's possible to fall through the first hole if you just wait ever so slightly.
If you what?
If you just wait ever so slightly before you start running.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll still be in the same position, but like it's just delayed.
Yeah, and then using the missile is more accurate in shooting blocks than spamming the beam because you'll see later when both of the runners pick up the wide beam that it's kind of deceptive when you're shooting angled down that it doesn't actually shoot the block that you're aiming at. It's either slightly ahead or behind.
Yeah, the wide beam, as great as it is not actually as wide as you might think.
Yeah.
Even though it has like this really good spread, It's so narrow sometimes when it's individual shots. Frustrating from time to time.
So despite Scotty losing the lead and having, I don't know, Scotty just takes the lead again on good RNG. 5 jumps versus 10. So Zasby is the worst. Like when it comes to racing or trying to get a PB, Zasby is one of the bosses that just stop you from getting a good time. Because
I I always felt that Saris was the determining factor. I could be wrong, but this is what I felt, that it was usually the determining factor in most cases. But I
yeah,
mean, Zazabi does have a chance to give you some really, really bad luck.
I do remember JRP when he was attempting, PBs and world records at the time, would use Zasby, Saris as the go no go mode. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when he beats Saris and he looks at his time and it's like, oh, it's a high 20. It's not good. That's when he determines whether or not he's going to reset. So it's oh, Scotty, wrong way.
Doing. He just wanted to go save. He forgot to save before sack skip.
So Scotty,
Pollsmor's ahead.
Yeah, he loses the lead again. So the interesting thing about what Scotty did is that minor mistake in routing actually changed the way that the enemies are located and cost him even more time because he was getting hit, by the crabs when he shouldn't be getting hit.
Oh, Pollsmor, you missed it. Wow, they both missed. What?
There is so much spaghetti going on right now.
Oh my god. This is so sloppy.
Pollsmor getting the ledge grab there on
usually
that
like
platform.
Oh, right. Pollsmor usually gets that item later. Which,
Yes.
I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. It's just, I don't know. It just seems, it might be faster to get the first time through. Where you're not taking a detour. Go get it anyway.
Yep, so there's a slight route deviation from the runners here, but it'll converge after that bomb wall that you saw them earlier.
So Pollsmor's in the pseudo lead at the moment.
I guess you
Too
can say
much
that.
weight to that.
So Saris is
Oh
one
my
of the
God.
bosses that Pollsmor actually has difficulty in the fact that he can't shoot diagonally without
How many
moving.
rounds?
Well,
7.
I'm hoping for a 2 round here. If he gets the first one, just fine.
We think. Oh, wow.
Nice 2 round. He found a way to aim up without moving.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Scotty's side here.
Wow, and a sweet spot. Very well played.
Scotty getting a predictable pattern here, so to also no put the shoe in the mouth. I was about to say
reversal.
2 round. Oh, and he gets the unpredictable pattern there, but he manages to kill in 3 cycles. So let's mitigate the leading. Oh, he doesn't get the first double here.
That's really hard to recover from too. Because after you miss that first one, your timing is just all off.
Yeah.
He still got the sweet spot though. He was able to recover. I think it's safe to say that Pollsmor, regardless of route deviation, is in a very sizable lead at the moment. But again, that could change at any time. Ooh.
Pollsmor with really fancy strats here.
Those are really well placed missiles. It's almost like he's a TAS. Oh, Pollsmor, why are you doing? Okay. I think usually in a situation like that, it's faster to just go underneath, but you can figure it out that quickly, then it doesn't really lose too much time. Alright, so converged. Now we can see the real progress. Whoa! Excuse me?
Oh no, is that Missile of Shame incoming? It is. It seems like every time a runner has a decent lead, they blow the lead by doing something like this. Scotty charging the Shine Spark here, and he'll be able to break through the Speed Booster block. Oh no, I'm thinking any percent now. See,
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm wondering where you're going with this. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Okay.
There's low height too.
I will take that back. Scotty here is gonna actually go for low height. He does not get it.
That's so much slower. I don't know why he goes for that. But yeah, he missed.
And he misses. Yep.
Just from the height of where he was when he started that, he was gonna miss.
Yeah.
Man.
So Pollsmor now with a very comfortable lead.
So Pollsmor on one side got the water tank, and Scotty was just a hair too high. Oh man, this is exciting actually.
Yeah, I really I don't know how to speak anymore. But I'm kind of caught in between hoping that the runners get a solid run versus the runner that is in lead messing up so that the other runner can catch up.
Well, I guess I can relate this race to mine and Eagles, because me and Eagle were a race until like the very end. 2 minutes on me during cleanup towards lower sector 4, and I mean the time difference between the two of us was about 15 seconds the entire way. So see something like that, except their late games is a little bit more polished.
Yeah.
So I mean, this could come down to a matter of seconds.
And there was actually a race in the Any Percent tournament that was something similar, where it was determined by RNG. The Ridley Door RNG in the race with Mickey versus Dragon Fangs.
Yep.
Where they were neck and neck and sometimes synced for a long time until they got to the Ridley eye door, and Mickey got a 0 beam, and then Dragon Fangs got a 4 beam, and then it was Mickey's race. Right after that, like, there was just no more hope.
Pollsmor doing an interesting strat.
Yeah, Pollsmor likes to break those speed booster blocks first before picking up the missiles. You'll see Scotty do it the faster way here.
Yeah. I guess just for consistency. Because that wall jump coming out of there is really, really tight.
It is. And he gets it the first try like it's nothing.
As is the that shine charge. You only have a few frames before you actually hit the door.
So I'm glad that Scotty's kind of regained his composure here.
Yeah.
Pollsmor taking a hit from the stretchy. He does not have super missiles, so it's not a 2-shot.
No. I think he was trying to hit the charge beam shot as well, but he missed it just underneath.
Pollsmor having the pause buffer here for the shine break. Scotty does not need a pause buffer.
Dude, Scotty is just like me. He doesn't pause buffer.
No,
Awesome.
I take away points for pause buffering.
Yeah, pause buffering's for... Listen, I swear that Shine Store on Crumble Blocks is super easy. In Sector 2, on the very last item. It's free. You don't have to pause buffer for that.
Absolutely. You don't need to pause
Anybody
buffer
who tells you otherwise is a liar.
They are liars. Pollsmor getting data spark. Very nice.
Scotty won't. He stored it too early.
So I think Box in a race, in a high high stakes race like this one can be kind of painful in terms of whether or not you get the perfect fight, because like if you miss a missile or you don't do it properly,
If
boss can
yeah,
cost you so much time.
if they miss this first shot, it's really
And
bad.
Pollsmor misses everything.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god!
What is 6 pinks? What the heck? Pollsmor.
He is lucky this is 100%, because if it was any percent, he'd be all. And Scotty misses the jump.
What is going on?
Oh, my. Scotty go. What is this?
I was actually a little concerned that he might end up dying to box.
I think he
Like-
was trying to keep Box there so they didn't have to deal with his jumping around and positioning Box before the kill.
It's definitely possible.
I don't even know who came out on top for that fight. Neither runner got
You
the
know
perfect
what?
fight, and neither runner actually even had a good fight. So it's really hard to tell who came out on top.
Wow, that was just, we go back to talking about, how crucial a good box fight is sometimes, and spaghetti all over the place. That with both of their fights.
Yeah,
Yikes.
this is ridiculous. It's just
I was
just missing like I think 1 or 2 missiles is enough for Box to jump around again. And like
Yeah.
if he jumps one more time to the left and you actually kill him there, you lose
It's a long walk.
like 10 seconds or something like that.
A long and slow
yeah,
walk.
very long walk, and uh I don't even know how to describe what just happened there.
It really just leaves you speechless. Just a little bit.
And Scotty bragging in the chat that he's 36 seconds behind his PP. So early in the game.
Egg. Oh man, I know those. Like, I know that feeling of just being like way behind your splits, and it's just like, especially this early on, it's just, oh, it's like it's sometimes demoralizing.
So
Like, do I even continue?
I'm looking at Scotty's health right now. So Scotty is known to do an interesting sack skip in Sector 6. And to do that, it requires that you be brave and go close to sacks, right? So there's a chance that you could get hit. And I'm looking at Scotty's health, and I don't think he has enough health to survive an ice beam.
No, he does. Well, he's got enough. Yeah, he's got enough to survive the ice beam. It's the super missile he wouldn't be able to survive.
Yeah. So I saw Scotty plant his bomb there, and I think it's a little bit too low.
No, he was fine. It looked a little low. That block is very forgiving in its positioning, so he should have broken it with that bomb placement.
Yes, Scotty reminds me that you pick up an E-tank here, and it's nothing to worry about.
Oh, that's true.
I'm looking too far ahead right now,
Yeah.
so so I think we will see Scotty here with this brand new Scotty strats.
And new. No one's ever done this, and we're certain that no one's ever done it.
I don't think Pollsmor will attempt it. So Scotty can catch up here if he does pull off his patented Scotty strats, and it looks like he will do it. That's so nice, man. Look at that.
Whoa! Holy cow! What? Oh, and then bad pattern for the slugs. Why would anybody ever think to do that?
Only
Like,
Scotty.
what are you, a madman?
Only Scotty.
Whew. It's like super scary too, because like you really easily get hit.
And
But I guess it's not terrible. Oh.
if you have that much health, I think it is recoverable. But if he was low like he was earlier, then I wouldn't even try to do it.
Oh no, definitely not.
I think both runners here will go for JBJ on the missile pickup after this room.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Scotty having difficulty with his doubles. I
It's
think he
3
had
seconds
only
every
one.
time too.
Yeah, Pollsmor is going to do it. Oh, misses. And he gets it the second
Nice,
try.
he got it second try.
Scotty can catch up here if he does it the first try. Ooh,
Wow.
very nice from Scotty. And he wasn't even hugging the wall to making effective use of the range of that bomb jump.
So an interesting thing too is that if they end up getting, what do you call it?
Oh, did Scotty?
Oh.
Okay, good. Scotty with a little mistake there, forgetting that there is also a missile tank
Yeah,
pickup.
he was so pleased with himself that another one. Interesting thing for JBJ as well. They didn't have the puffer to fall back on because usually if that puffer, you have a little bit of time for that puffer to get into a good position if you fail it once, and you can use it as a backup. But that's only it's a 1 in 4 chance of that actually being there.
Yeah.
I believe the same pattern for the puffer, but. So let's see. Did Scotty blow up the block? Aha!
Very good.
Yeah, that block is. It's just. It seems like it's higher than it actually is. Weird.
Ooh, Scotty tried
Scotty
to go
not
for the
flying
shine
missile.
break or the speed booster trick there, but
Fires missile.
so Pollsmor keeping the lead here in Sector 6, and I don't know if Scotty actually caught up or not.
He caught up quite a bit actually. All things considered. Because I believe he was a little bit further behind than he is now, but maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, I think I spoke a little too soon on that one. Either way, it's still a very close race.
Okay, so I did
Definitely.
some counting. Scotty is behind by 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So that is 4 beams worth of an Idor.
Yeah,
So
sure
I mean,
is.
it can still change here.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely can't count out either of these runners, regardless of like they are how far it seems they're behind, because that can change like in an instant. Because there are plenty of items that they have to go out of their way to get that can lose to like 20 seconds at a time sometimes for some items. Like, and Paul's more spaghettiing in the beginning there, lost in the battle.
Let's see if Scotty can break both blocks during the fall. He didn't try to, so no props to Scotty there.
You can't. I don't know if you actually can. Can you?
You can,
because I know
if
you can.
If the beam,
Really?
if you can aim the beam properly and shoot the first block, you can shoot your super missile right after the beam and hit the second block.
Hmm.
It's very tight
Done
window, but it's definitely possible.
I mean, I don't think it saves any time though compared to shooting a missile at the crab and then firing a missile as you jump to grab the ledge. I think it's still just as fast. That was really close.
My heart stopped for like a moment there.
That should have been a complete troll, and he got really lucky that that beam connected.
I think Scotty was actually very focused there because when I saw it, I saw that the waiver was behind the blue X,
Yeah.
and that meant that if he shot too early, he would have tinked. So what I think Scotty did was he picked the blue X up first before shooting, which is
Well,
something that you don't do.
up the blue X doesn't prevent it from tinking off because while you're picking up the blue X, it still has a hitbox for a little bit of it.
Oh,
So he
really?
could have still easily hit the blue X. That was really really close though. To like with where you're shooting the beam, like if you're shooting it diagonally down towards it, then yeah. A good example of this, I get it all the time when I'm falling down power bombs for that the sax escape. I hold the charge beam and I go to morph to to morph. It's so when I hit the ground, I morph and I'll shoot a beam and roll through the door. But if I pick up a blue X sometimes as I go to morph, as I'm picking it up and shooting the beam will just tink off that blue X.
You know, I actually found a way to never get hit by a Ripper there during that fall.
Really?
Yeah, after you pick up your power bomb, you fall along the pipe that you see, and you after you pass the second Ripper, you spin to the left. You'll never hit.
Okay.
So there's a route deviation here. Pollsmor did not pick up the puzzle room missile tank that you saw Scotty do because he picks it up later. So Pollsmor's lead is actually kind of extended here.
It's a fake lead.
Yeah, it's a fake lead.
And if Scotty somehow passes him at any point, definitely be in the lead.
Definitely, yeah. And,
depending on where it passes him.
And it also it's also something to note that Scotty did go through that room perfectly on the first try. So pressure's kind of on Pollsmor to get that room correct first try.
It's true.
Oh, and the chat's reminding us that there is an emergency.
Oh, is there? Oh, wait, look at that. I was wondering what that blaring red light was.
It's flashbacks of my Virtual Boy.
Oh, God. I'm sure you saw a toilet with a lot of vomit in it as well.
You see, like, Scotty's side is the left monitor or screen, and Pollsmor's side is the right screen.
Jesus. Yeah, imagine that, putting that on your face. It's the first virtual reality console. Is it virtual enough?
I'm just waiting for a tennis ball to come at me.
I swear, though, they did a really good job with it. As virtual as it was, they really simulated the effect of throwing up pretty well. It almost felt like you were doing it for real.
Like, I don't understand why they chose red, though. Like, it just makes you mad.
Yeah, I think... I read, but... It might have been just I'm sure there's something on, like, an interview somewhere, somebody in the chat knows, but, like, I feel like it might have just been a... mental limitation of the console itself, and like they could only get red working. Red of all the colors, cheap. Red was the only one. Damn you, Nintendo.
So this, what I like to say, is a good indicator on whether or not Pollsmor is going to pull ahead or fall back here, because you can see the timer on the screen, and all you have to do is just compare the times.
And just how well they're going through the section of the game. This is critical.
I think that was a double.
It was. That's double.
Nice. 432.
446. Yeah, that'll be a 432. Like 70 something. Or 24.
Oh.
Scotty, please. What are you trying to do to me? Give me a heart attack?
can't do this, Scotty. You're still behind.
Listen,
You
man,
gotta
I may or
play
may
well
not have had a
until you're
stroke
in the
today.
lead.
He got no beams though, which is really important.
Yeah, Pollsmor got 1 beam here, so Scotty can
That's a double.
catch up here if he gets that double.
Got the double. Oh, he got a
Yeah, he's gonna get a higher time here than a better time here than Pollsmor.
430, 450. 52, yeah. 430, 452.
Very good.
Wow.
Scotty catching up by 2 seconds, which coincidentally is about the same time it takes for an I-beam to resolve and show the eye. So minus the I-beam, I think the runners had exactly the same speed in emergency.
They were both really precise about their movement, which honestly is the most important thing about that. And I still feel that emergency section is probably the most skill-intensive part of the game, regardless of any trick that you have to do in cleanup. You know, for just a couple straight minutes, you have to do a lot of like really technical stuff.
Yep.
And it's just you going through rooms as quickly as you possibly can.
Oh, Scotty might be having some movement issues here. I think he meant to aim up and shoot a missile.
Yeah,
But
he missed that. He missed the Nova going through that room. Which, I mean, isn't terrible, but it's can't cost too much, which is a good thing.
And Pollsmor being petty about Super Metroid not being in GDQ this year.
Listen, it needed a break, honestly.
Yeah.
Listen, you can only force so many categories out of that game, in my opinion. Didn't take fusion. And that is a complete 100% joke. Nobody take me seriously. Whether or not I got into a GDQ. I just submit for fun.
Yeah, I was hoping that you would actually get accepted.
Dude, I included so many like key phrases to get them hyped. Like world record holder, the word hype. Like, come on.
I did see the word hype in capital letters.
I believe I also put bid war, which some spicy what did I say? Some spicy whatever you calls it. Some spicy keywords that'll jump out at them.
Oh, Pollsmor messing up the
Impossible
jump
strat
there. I think he tried to do normal strat, but he messed up the jump extend. Pollsmor giving Scotty a lot of chance to catch up. Scotty.
Well, here's the thing about Pollsmor. He's cocky. Like so he'll go for those strats that are like super slow but look really cool. Like he's gonna do Nightmare Space Boost. We all know it. Like, and because he does it almost all the time, and I'm sure he'll get it probably, but he's a little cocky and he'll go for those kinds of strats.
Oh, so Scotty's setting up for the impossible here. Ooh!
Whoa!
Nice!
I've never seen done before.
That's like probably a faster version of impossible.
Probably, yeah, since you don't have to do the jump and aim down. Huh. In my back pocket. And never do it.
Scotty, however, getting the worst animal RNG luck here against Pollsmor.
I have gotten the worst and the best ever animal RNG during a run. I think the fastest you can ever get is to have one come out followed by like a very like millisecond later of two of those Edicoons coming out. I'm pretty sure they're Edicoons, whatever. I can't ever remember. It's too much speed stuff on the brain. Not enough animals. They came out on like the same frame, like overlapped.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure that's the fastest animals I've ever gotten. 3 seconds. 2 seconds, maybe.
You'd have to wonder whether or not Pollsmor's hands are sweaty.
Are his knees weak? Because there's plenty of spaghetti. There's no doubt about that. Levels are no doubt very high.
Well, I'm only asking because
Her
this is
friend.
Pollsmor's fourth time in a GBH finals, but always
God,
came out to be the bridesmaid.
Jesus.
So
Oh, he's never won. Oh man.
yeah, never the bride, always the
Yeah.
bridesmaid. So I wonder if Pollsmor is ready
He's
to get
he's
this
giddy with
win,
excitement.
or
I
if
mean,
he's gonna
listen,
botch it. Like,
he's caught the bouquet how many times now? Like, so like you gotta imagine he's one of like it's gotta be his time.
Scotty praying to the elevator. It's not something you want to do in the finals, Scotty.
I don't think he ate his Wheaties this morning. That might be the issue.
So coming up here, Pollsmor is going to deviate, quote quote, and pick up that missile tank there to the right, the bottom right of this shaft, and then we'll see Scotty go left instead.
Ooh. Very nice placement on that. I never really learned the placement for that wall jump.
I heard something like too high is bad and too low is bad.
Hit it like perfectly, and it's really specific.
All right, the Ripper's
Oh, Pollsmor got
X.
amazing luck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He would have lost a little bit of time there if that Ripper went right. Instead, Scotty misses the jump extend. He's gonna have to climb all the way back up. He did
Our
freeze that
missiles
Ripper
down.
though, so
Yeah. That's really good.
yeah.
Oh, Pollsmor, please. What are you doing?
Pollsmor losing what?
The hell,
3
man.
seconds? 4 seconds?
That's then I would say like 5, maybe
In my
6.
opinion, he should have just took a hit because you have Varia suit. You no longer get frozen.
Yeah.
You should have just took a hit and took advantage of the iframes instead of jumping up and down like that. It costs a lot of time whenever you jump unnecessarily.
Yeah. Though to be fair, it might not be wise to do that, seeing as how he's in the finals and well, you're not.
That's true.
Actually, you didn't even join the tournament to begin with, so
No, I do. I am proud of my 100% PB of dash 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 dash.
dash 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 dash. You're not even gonna get the 110, your favorite meme time. Oh man, this guy.
So I actually thought about running a stream for 99 hours and submitting a
Oh,
99-hour 100% Metroid Fusion.
I'm pretty sure you'd be banned off of Twitch by the time that timer hit 99 hours. Record. A 99-hour 110. You memer.
Well, since I play on emulator, my RTA wouldn't count, so I'm thinking about just submitting a 99-hour in-game time.
It makes sense.
Scotty getting that speed jump there, breaking that bomb block, saving 3 seconds or 2.
He saves time. Because more often, I guess it depends.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You don't
I
have
haven't planned it.
You don't have to plant 2 bombs or 1 power bomb and 1 bomb.
The power bomb goes off so quickly. It goes off before. Actually, no. Yeah, the bomb goes off before the power bomb ever so slightly. So yeah, that I would save a little bit of time.
So coming up is Yakuza, the six-legged spider, uh, known to give runners some grief with its 4 rounds and huge time loss. It makes me wonder if I can make use of my commentator's curse here and hope that Pollsmor does not get a 4 round. Is that how it works? I have to hope that they don't get something bad, and then
See,
something bad happens.
here's what's gonna happen. Pollsmore's like super excited. He's in the lead, and then he's gonna be Pollsmore, and he's gonna get like a 12-round Yakuza.
Oh my gosh!
Like we all know it's gonna happen. Somewhere there's gonna be like a higher plate of spaghetti. Not just a little bit, like you just drop a noodle in your lap, but like, yeah, like it's gonna be an Italian restaurant of spaghetti. I'm pretty sure Pollsmore's the only person I've ever met that runs this game to get like 7 rounds for Yakuza, or to even have to have him crawl around the room for 3
No,
cycles.
you know what? Actually, Eagle got more than 4 rounds, I believe, in the tournament. He messed up the first phase.
I know I have. I know I definitely have. I think 6 or so was my the most.
That is a lot of time lost. Oh, pause more. See, he's wasting more time than he by doing those jump extends, he's wasting more time than he actually should be wasting, because if he just kept falling through, he would have landed on that platform anyway, whether it's a ledge grab or not.
I think he was trying to grab that the top ledge, so he didn't have to
he was
go
so
down.
far away from it.
Yeah.
Scotty had no problems with that, so he's gonna catch up here.
He's already got a few seconds saved from that as well. Pollsmore spaghettiing is costing him a little bit here. Scotty's easily catching up.
Oh, Scotty.
Doors aren't helping either. Oh, Pollsmore.
What was that, a 3-beam? 2-beam.
Not great, but...
Alright,
you know,
I think he put enough missiles there in the first phase. Let's see. 1.
Alright, they both got 2 beams.
Yep.
It's 2. Alright,
2 rounds
3 rounds.
3 rounds, yeah.
Now, for everyone always forgets that first one counts. Wow, he did that way too high. What is he doing?
God, he gets a kill though. What? And he's getting doubles on Yakuza. Do you see that?
Yeah. What the heck?
Wow. I think Scotty's gonna catch up. Wow.
What the hell?
If that's not a gold split, I don't know what is. Like that was really fast.
It's insane to me. I thought for sure he was gonna have issues because it was way too high. That blows my mind.
So
that
Scotty,
not only like way higher than he should have been able to, but like doubles as well. Jesus Christ!
Scotty is only 2 seconds behind now. Earlier he was about 30 seconds. He was about 30 seconds behind earlier, and now
guys,
it's just a 2-second spread.
Guys, remember what I said about don't count either of these runners out? That it's gonna come down to a matter of seconds.
Oh,
well, here you go.
You know what's coming up? Nightmare after Nettori.
Oh my god,
they're known to have poor nightmare fights.
They're pretty much synchronized.
Jeez, this is intense right now. Pollsmor's 2-second lead is now a 1-second lead, and
Scotty, wow, like it's like a tale of 2 runs for each, or it's like a tale of 4 runs actually for both runs. Like Scotty was just having so many mistakes in the opening, but like that was like rectified, and he's been playing like lights out. And Pollsmor was doing so good in the beginning, and he's just been struggling recently.
So there's another thing of optimization. Scotty left
Oh,
that
Scotty's in the
room.
lead.
Yeah, he left that room just as the power bomb exploded, breaking the power
Yeah.
bomb box. But Pollsmor waited just a little bit longer, so
Well,
Scotty is actually in the lead now.
yeah, he's in the lead because Pollsmor missed the jump for that power bomb as well, so he was able to
Oh,
grab it first.
one beam for Scotty.
Scotty,
No,
Pollsmor not getting
Pollsmor.
as lucky. Oh,
Four,
okay,
was it 3 or 4? 3 beams for Pollsmor.
three. Oh, that's still not good though. Why is Pollsmor laying power bombs? What is he doing?
I don't know. Scotty missing his first double there. Unable to get the second double, so he's gonna miss out
Or
on
that one. Jesus. He
Scotty
got
with
zero
no doubles at all. No.
And he's, oh my god, the spaghetti. Wow, Pollsmor pulling it back.
What? So Pollsmor lost time to poor Idor RNG, but caught up in execution of this boss fight.
Just by doubles alone. I think laying power bombs actually lost them a little bit of time as well.
Okay,
This
no win
is
spark for
insane.
Scotty. No win spark for Pollsmor.
Oh, Pollsmor, no.
So now we're talking about the finer movements that we're seeing for both runners. Because the run is so close, we're kind of focused now on who has better mechanics. And right now, it seems like Scotty's mechanics are far better than Pollsmor's in terms of movement. But
Yeah.
there are some times where Scotty just kind of blows it like that core fight that we just saw.
It seems like he's righted like the ship for the most part in a matter of speaking, but man, is it close. This is gonna be determined by cleanup. I almost can feel it.
Yeah, it is very intense right now. The fact that the race has been
Ooh,
close.
Pollsmor.
Is he gonna drop his Shine Spark?
He will have it for just enough time. If he waits an extra second too long, he's gonna lose it.
This is gonna be like a data spark for him.
Oh, he's got like 1 or 2 seconds of like.
Okay, good.
He had 1 or 2 seconds of time to spare, but too long
still,
on that one,
like, you
especially
gotta
after-
land. You gotta land on that platform.
Yeah,
Like, there's no room for movement errors right now.
not anymore. No. This is what happens when you get cocky when you're in the lead.
Now here's the big question: Will
Space boost.
Pollsmor do the space boost?
I can almost guarantee he will go for it and get it.
I think
Going into
Pollsmor will
Nightmare.
catch up. I think Pollsmor will get the lead again if he does space boost.
No, I feel if he goes for space boost, it'll be a tie going into Nightmare. I can feel it.
Like, if he can get through all of the rooms, including the pseudo screw attack.
The major question is though, like, if he fails it, he's got a lot of time. He's got to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, and he chickens out!
Oh,
Pollsmor, come on, man!
What a buster!
Wow. Building
Dude
up
is
all
a
this hype, only for
Dude is a
Pollsmor to do
straight
Shine Spark.
buster.
Loses all swag points that he had.
Yeah. I didn't. You know what? I just realized something too that I hadn't thought about. Getting that block shot is way harder for these guys in the water because they can't angle down.
Right.
If I remember correctly. Later. So like they have a very short window to shoot that block.
Fortunately for the casual runner, there is a visual cue, and it's on the opposite end of that room, where you see the little notch on the wall. Right directly across that is the missile block that you need to break out. This is intense. Pollsmor is actually falling behind even more. I don't know what happened.
God, this is exactly like the race between me and Eagle. Like, almost exactly. Like, this was the point, too, where he took, like, a minute lead as well.
So Scotty with the 2-beam.
Pollsmor with 1. 3. 4.
Oh, 3
Okay,
beams for Pollsmor.
Still missed the ledge grab. Okay.
Alright, who's gonna have a cleaner nightmare fight here?
I think Scotty. Pollsmor's history is not on his side for this one.
No, it's not. Good first round for Scotty.
Very good first round.
Oh, Pollsmor gets knocked off. Why?
Oh my! He waited too long. He let
no.
he let Nightmare hover for like a second before he shot.
So this is going to be a little bit harder for Pollsmor because his movement, Nightmare's movement after this phase, after the inching forward, is going to be different than he's used to because of the time that it took for him to kill the first phase. So he might see something different here and might not know how to manipulate it. Like, okay, he gets it. Oh, just okay, good.
Okay, so for those who don't who don't know how Nightmare works, basically during that third phase when he's flying around with his like melted face, there's an invisible hitbox that floats around the room that all the X parasites follow in every room that an X parasite is in, and it focuses on that before focusing on Samus. So it being a little bit longer, it's gonna be it flies in a different direction because that spot is in a different place than what Pollsmor is usually used to.
Yeah. So for the top tier runners, they usually killed the first phase at around roughly the same time as any other run. So they're used to seeing Nightmare react in a way that they've seen like the whole time, you know what I mean? And having a longer first phase meant for Pollsmor that it's going to be completely different. And I give Pollsmor props though because he did react and manipulate Nightmare properly.
That was really good, like a really good recovery. No, Scotty, I gotta say, just looking at Scotty's movement, really good shot of winning this. He's focused now. There's no more spaghetti. His movement is really nice and crisp.
Yeah, and Pollsmor falling into that that cubby hole there.
I have a feeling we're gonna see Pollsmor taking second place for what, the 4th straight time now?
4th straight time, that's right.
Man, this is
fortunately, we have one more Idor to deal with, and hopefully Pollsmor. Come on, Pollsmor. Like these small movement errors are just—they're
piling up.
It's gonna be
it's gonna be insurmountable at a certain time. He'll be like he'll be unable to overcome it.
Yeah, it's gonna be his undoing. Like
especially this late.
Good movement.
Like, there's only 40 minutes left in the run. So, like, man, it's less time for him to, it's just much harder. And the fact that he's just adding time onto the deficit now as well, it just doesn't help. And I mean, Scotty had like the entire game to catch up to Pollsmor because he was behind so early. He was behind by like 30 seconds with like an hour left in the game. That's really like easy to come back from. But man, the closer they get to Ridley, and I mean, a lot can be determined in in cleanup as well. But with 2 runners of this high skill level, You got to think that their cleanup is going to be nearly perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Pollsmor is running out of room for getting lucky with RNG.
Like
There's just one more Idor left.
something like dropping a space jump like he did right there and holding onto that ledge for a second too long. It just adds up, and it's. I feel like after once Scotty caught up, it kind of rattled Pollsmor just a little bit, and like he's struggling to recollect himself. Because Scotty right now is just word playing perfectly, or perfect in a word.
So Pollsmor not able to get that combo, Shine Spark combo, doing the
The
backup.
wombo combo.
Yeah. So gonna lose even more time here. It's looking pretty dark for Pollsmor, but like we mentioned, like we mentioned earlier, cleanup. While cleanup doesn't really have RNG per se, it is still like highly technical in that if you make any mistakes during cleanup, you're gonna lose tons of time. I'm not talking about like 5 seconds. I'm talking
Like
about
minutes.
30 seconds, minutes. You know what I mean? So right now, I think it would be best for Pollsmor if he just calms down, right?
Yeah, he has plenty of time.
Yeah, and he needs to try and just play well so that he doesn't bleed more time. So Scotty finishing up Sector 4. We won't see Sector 4 again, only for just one more room. Because we clean up Sector 4 as we go along through the story, and kind of use Sector 4 as a bridge between 2 and 6.
Ooh, I like this very uninformed comment from Cole Peanut that the race is rigged in Scotty's favor. Ooh, man, you're super smart. You caught us, man. You caught us.
Yeah, no, Scotty
Except the fact that he has the
record.
Yeah, except the fact he has world record and he's only learned the game like a month and a half ago. So you know,
Scotty is a prodigy in GBA Troid and as well as AM2R.
some would say legend.
Yeah, like
JRP, JRP was not even this good. Like picking up the game, it took him like a few years to get the world records, and Scotty picked up 100% like a month and a half ago and got the world record. So like,
yeah,
pretty impressive.
So another thing about Scotty that a lot of people don't know is that there was a category in AM2R which was initially thought to be undoable in one segment, right? So, and out of nowhere, Scotty submits his run. Here you go, a deathless run
For low percent.
For low percent, yeah, and it was like world record because he was the only one like able to do it.
Well, that's AM2R, correct?
Yeah, AM2R.
Okay, so like it's the same thing in. I believe it's a little bit easier in AM2R. Maybe, depending. I can't remember, but I remember in M2, it's like there's a 1 in 42 chance that like you just won't be able to kill the queen in Metroid 2.
Yeah, it's
from talking to Next Gen, if I remember correctly.
Really correct. Actually, Flipside is in the chat. He'll be able to tell you.
Yeah. Flipside can tell me. Can give it to
Scotty
me
going
straight.
for the fast box strats here. Look at this. This is something that we're not used to seeing at all.
What a show off.
Oh, but he wasn't able to get it optimally. He missed one missile there. And he's getting an extra jump. I'm actually surprised that we don't see Scotty attempting doubles on the Corex. It was found out very recently, about 2 weeks ago, that you can actually do doubles on Wave Beam Core X, humanly possible. But I don't think Scotty took the time to learn it.
So yeah, apparently I was correct according to Flipside. But yeah, that like the low percent run in AM2R and even in M2, I considered like attempting to learn because I enjoy those like low percent categories, like kind of challenge categories, because you know it challenges your knowledge of the game, and I feel like having to sit there and play like a game for hours, especially like super difficult, and have to like try to find ways around it and like how enemies move and you know different patterns, and you know you familiarize yourself with a game so much that like it almost becomes second nature.
Yeah, so Scotty's list of accomplishments doesn't stop there either. He's also the second runner ever to get a 110 in the Metroid Zero mission 100%. Yeah, just second place right behind Eagle.
Jeez, dude. I remember when, for a long time, I believe it was Sam was the one who was just like the best zero mission runner, and then I think it was Sam. I don't remember, but I'm honestly, but I feel like Eagle just like came out of nowhere and was just like, yeah, all these world records mine. And like, despite like the difference, they're still really close to each other. Like, this is definitely not something that can be like they can still overcome this deficit.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can
Scotty
see...
came like 35 seconds of time deficit,
Yeah.
so...
Well, I can see right now, in the very near future, that it is possible for one of these runners to mess up the Gold Pirates, the 2 Gold Pirates just before Ridley. And messing that up can cost a lot of time because they can get really annoying if you don't kill them right away.
If we rigged this, I would have just rigged it so I won. Man, that would have been awesome.
I would have invited Hubert, actually.
Yeah, Hubert would have been on here, but like he would have just done one like very like slow run every time, but like he would have won every single race because we all would have died on Omega somehow.
Sack skip or something like
Yeah.
that.
No, we would have died at Omega with 20 energy tanks. We would just pogo him until we ran out of time without saving.
Alright,
I mean, if we really want new runners to win this.
Coming up here, yeah, this is the Gold Pirate I mentioned, and Scotty. Oh,
Please.
Okay, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either.
Alright, here's that final eye door, ready to give Scotty 0 beams. And then Pollsmor 4.
0
oh my
beams
god, it did!
for Scotty.
Called it. Pollsmor, there's a red X, go pick it up. Ah! Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. Jesus! A little warning.
I'm not even sorry for the chat right now. Because it's hilarious.
I was not expecting the audio switch there. He totally just switched from Pollsmor to Scotty's audio at like the perfect moment of him starting his cry. Incredible.
Pollsmor having the worst time of his life in the Gold Pirates room. He wasn't able to kill the spitters on the left side.
Oh, that was a double. Ooh, double from Scotty.
So Pollsmor is actually going to fall back even further here, having very, very poor Gold Pirate fight.
Diesel, switch back to Pollsmor's audio. Screaming.
Oh my god.
He did it! He did it! Thank you, Fiesel. You're the best. I love you.
Oh my god, my ears.
Nothing but love for Fiesel. The dude is amazing.
That's
Ooh.
great.
I wasn't expecting him to actually do it. Wow, Pollsmor got 2 doubles as well. Sweet spot for 2 doubles.
And switching back to the leader of the race. So now comes cleanup time. Like we mentioned earlier, that cleanup is pretty technical, and messing up the puzzle rooms will cost a lot of time here. Can Scotty keep his composure and get everything the first try?
I love this comment. I just opened the chat just to see the reaction from Ridley, screaming both times. Ridley is just upset with all the normies. What a comment! I love it. 49 seconds apparently is the lead that Scotty has at the moment.
That's a very, very sizable lead.
That is a lead that could... There are a few choice places that I feel like Scotty can lose time. Being 2 of the 3. First place would be Sector 3. Missing that... Oh!
Wow, did you see that?
Yeah, I've done that before. That is a very tight window. That is frames.
No pause buffering for Scotty. It's his rule, I think.
I
And he
never
gets a
pause
very,
button.
very difficult trick. And the reason why it's difficult there is because you have a very, very good chance of entering the next room and losing a little bit of time.
Yeah. So the 3 spots that I could foresee Scotty, Sector 3, that space boost going from right to left in the bottom part of it for that 1 power bomb tank. 6, after a while it usually becomes second nature, but that big space boost to go through 3 rooms and break all the speed booster blocks, he could mess up once or twice. And the big one is the frame perfect in Sector 6 for that power bomb tank, which could take a few tries to get and really lose a lot of time. Dagger strats too.
Oh no.
He didn't get it.
No.
He
So
didn't get it.
something else though, while Scotty is in the lead, I think that my guess is that Pollsmor will catch up or probably retake the lead here, because John Unful entered the chat, and I think that's Scotty's kryptonite.
Well,
I don't know. I think every
Well-
time John enters the chat, Scotty loses a race or something like that.
well, see, you can't say that because that means we're just rigging the race in Pollsmor's favor. now.
Yeah. We can't.
We scripted.
We have
John
to make
coming
sure
in.
that our
Yeah.
veteran runners win tournaments.
No normies allowed. Vaughn invalidated.
So Scotty keeping up the pressure here, executing all the strats as optimally as he can. I have not seen any mistakes so far. In fact, I've seen.
I've seen 1 or 2.
Oh,
He didn't get Jagger strats. Yeah, he didn't get the
yeah.
Jagger strat.
Yeah. Should probably. Okay, let's see if we can get the JBJ here.
He did not.
And
Oh, he did. Oh my
did.
god!
Dang.
Wow, that was such a weird setup that I've never seen before. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom so badly, but I don't want to go because this is so interesting. To my seat. Oh, it's a ledge grab. That's a mistake. I'm lost.
He's just not letting up. He's not giving Pollsmor a chance to catch up.
That might have been... Oh, he got it.
Wow.
Close to losing that. A split second more and he would have lost it. That is a really tight strat. Oh, Pollsmor.
Joke's on you, flip side. I already have my bottle here, so I'm not worried about going to the bathroom.
I'm actually holding a bottle too, so I can, I can treat the chat to that loveliness, but I'd rather not.
Oop. Scotty having some spring ball issues here. I think we're going to see a high five.
And yeah, they kind of high-fived. Get out of there.
Yeah.
Pollsmor's going for super safe strats, and I don't know if that, like, right now is the...
He's got to go all out. I think if he wants to catch up...
He's being too safe.
Yeah. He can't do that anymore.
He's afraid to risk it.
Yeah, he had so many chances to do safe strats, but I don't think now is the time when there's only roughly 20 minutes left in the game.
And then the tournament's over.
Yep.
And then we can get ready for the Cinco Bingo tournament that I'm running.
Cinco Bingo?
Yeah. Pokemon Crystal.
Is that a Pokemon thing?
Yeah.
Will
What about that
Strong
later?
Bad be in that?
Dude, Strong Bad will most definitely be in that. It's the quest for Strong Bad. At some point. Oh, Pollsmor. Pollsmor, why you gotta make it look like we rigged the race? Come on, man.
Alright. Scotty's gonna pick this E-Tank up, and he'll be heading over to the next sector. Not that many sectors left for Pollsmor. He needs to do something. He can't really do anything. He just has to hope.
Unplug Scotty's computer. Quick.
Pollsmor can't do anything aside from hope that Scotty messes up like a nasty mess up or something, because right now this is Scotty's game.
I told you, Scotty
all the
was gonna
marbles.
win. Remember at the beginning you said who would win? I said Scotty.
I said Scotty too.
You sure did.
Well,
listen, we knew.
It's not like I picked Scotty to win. It's more like I picked Pollsmor to lose. Pollsmor messing up the speed booster there.
He went for like the hardest swag strat ever. The other stuff, but he went for like the hardest thing to do and clean up. But he played it safe on everything, and that's the one thing he decided to not play it safe with. Props for doing it, though. It's hard not to. But man. Alright, here comes the infamous Sector 6 cleanup for Scotty. Like, the hardest tricks in that cleanup. Wow, not even like lining it up or anything.
Does not care. Scotty's a machine.
Got it.
Oh, that might be too low. Oh, no. So,
alright, well, there's the one place I said he might lose time.
Yeah, this is Pollsmor's chance to catch up. If Pollsmor can get that space boost in this room that Scotty's in, he'll catch up ever so slightly.
Yeah, he'll save a whole, like, 5 seconds.
Yeah. But, oh my god, Scott! I would have laughed so hard if Scotty broke those blocks.
If he would have fallen through, yeah, that would have been... Man. That would have been almost comical. Far ahead that it almost doesn't matter. And I say almost because it still could matter. A couple really tough things in Sector 6 to do. Like the spring ball jump off crumble blocks and the E-Tank room.
Alright, so Pollsmor is about to set up for the room that Scotty was just in. Oh, and Pollsmor is forgetting how to plant a power bomb.
What is he doing? Why is he even planning a power bomb?
I have no idea. No,
Dude.
okay. So yeah, I think Pollsmor is going to save just a little bit of time here on Scotty.
I don't. I think all the time that he would have saved, he lost by trying to plant that power bomb for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, minor movement mistakes, man. Like Pollsmor didn't even trigger the speed booster there for, just a few steps.
You know what? I can sympathize with that because you know what that one is it's bull.
And now Scotty's having issues planting power bombs.
Yeah, this is. Yeah. Oh wow!
Good recovery.
All right,
Good recovery. It does not matter if you fall through on the way back.
It doesn't really. He got the harder part done first try. He even saved it, which was incredible. I think man, it's before it's over, but it's a heavy indication that Scotty might actually win this. Oh, he's going for the hard strat too. Look at him.
Whew.
What a boss. That is so hard. If he goes for it on the way back, if he goes for the strat on the way back, that'll be something else. It's not as efficient, but you can space boost there and back. And I think space boosting back is actually there if you have to lay the bombs the first way through. But it's like super tight. Pollsmor also had troubles planning a bomb there.
Why is it so hard to plant a power bomb?
I don't know, but
okay,
Pollsmor
gets
also
the
got
first
a first try.
Yeah,
If
very good.
Some time on that, Pollsmor would have easily caught up. Whew. Wow. Please. I was wondering what he was doing. I didn't think he went far back enough, and he sure didn't.
Pollsmor also go. Oh, and he messes up.
He
So
could go for a space boost on the way back.
Yeah, we may see him space boost on the way back, but it's kind of a tight trick, and it's not,
super tight.
Yeah, and it doesn't save you much time because you already failed the first one.
It saves you quite a bit, actually, because you don't have to Shine Spark all the way to the left.
Oh,
all right, now
no.
it's over.
Now, oh no, Pollsmor.
I cannot believe Pollsmor does in like every other part of the bracket, and then is the championship every time.
Scotty fighting the crumble blocks and was able to recover.
He really struggled with those just a little tiny bit.
Fortunately for him, he didn't have to go all the way back around.
Oh yeah.
There are only a few more minutes left in the race. Just a few more items for Scotty. Yeah, in the tournament. Few more items for Scotty to pick up, like maybe 7 or 8, and it'll be done. Like Pollsmor, I don't think Pollsmor has a chance to win anymore. Who knows? I mean, Scotty could die to Omega.
He could.
Oh, he falls through the crumble blocks here in this room. Making a quick recovery, though. So Scotty's pulling out all of the faster strats. I don't think I've seen him do a single safe strat. This whole race, actually. Well, minus maybe Nightmare's space boost, because he doesn't ever do it, I don't think.
I wouldn't say it's a safe strat.
I mean, like, it's in terms of like optimized strats.
I guess. But even then, that's still really like tricky because door mechanics in this game are really, or broken door mechanics, I should say, are really screwy. So the way broken doors in this game work, if you're jumping through them upwards, as you go through the door and are near the top, any other positioning, like it'll just put you on the ground after going through it, regardless of where you are, unless you're going traveling upwards near the top of the door. It's really messed up.
All right, Scotty's got 2 more items to pick up here in Sector 2. Will he pause buffer?
He's at 97%. I hope he doesn't because it looks so. It's so easy to get the shine spark on the crumble blocks. Excuse me.
So this room, believe it or not, was Eagle's undoing in his race versus Scotty. Oh, and he gets it!
Got it. Nice. Very
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Love that.
Scotty did not press start.
It's so easy to get. It's like everyone thinks it's like super hard. You just press down. It's not hard. Okay, after you do it enough, you get that like the time you get it 100% of the time.
Yeah, but here's the thing: how many runs has Scotty actually even completed? And like, you know what I mean? Like,
Enough.
Maybe completed. I don't know. Let's say 15 total runs in his career or life, and he's pulling off strats that a lot of the veteran runners took years to master or months to master, and
even to find even like. It took so long to like find all of those strats.
Yeah, and on top of that, Scotty like has a few strats of his own that he built that appear to be faster than the conventional strats that we do.
This is why I love like this is why in every speedrunning community you should always welcome like new members because there's always somebody like that'll put their own spin on something or find something that people have overlooked. Yeah. A case in point, Scotty finding like a whole bunch of strats that we just never even thought to try.
Pollsmor going for the no pause buffer. Oh, but he okay.
No,
good.
He got it. He's fine. Yeah. You can hit all of those as long as you don't ledge grab.
Very very nice. But he did pause buffer that shine break in Sector 3, which made me sad.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason he's gonna lose is because he pause buffered.
Yeah, I mean, pause buffer loses like what 20 minutes.
Yeah, it lost him like a whole 50 seconds. So like, there's your proof, guys. Pause buffering loses you like 50 seconds.
All that there is now for Scotty is 2 more boss fights. He will be victorious, the winner. You know what's interesting though is that in the Swiss pool that the runners were in, he lost like 3 games, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Scotty did.
Yeah, Scotty. And Pollsmor came out of that pool undefeated.
Go figure. He of course, he doesn't lose a race up until this one. What the heck?
It almost sounds like a certain Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, he beat... Oh, shut up. He even beat Scotty, I'm pretty sure, in the Swiss.
No, I don't think they ever met. Because Scotty lost his first 2 races, I think.
That's right.
So they never even met in the race. But there was a four-way that involved it was Pollsmor versus Eagle, and then Scotty versus Red Cloak or something like that. And it was pretty much a race between the 3 runners, and Scotty beat them both by like a huge margin.
Jesus, insane. That's okay. The Eagles are gonna win tomorrow.
Against Carolina.
LA.
I guess it all depends on Cam Newton.
Yeah, but he's sexist, so it doesn't matter.
That's true. Scotty getting the 4 shot on Sax, which is
Jeez,
the
man.
fastest, at least to our knowledge, the fastest possible way to kill Sax. And he gets the 2 shot on that thing that I don't know the name of.
Oh, so I've been seeing. I went to the Eagles game on Sunday, and there was this guy sitting, wearing a shirt, and I was like, "Wow, that was beautiful."
Triple
3,
double there.
Yeah, triple double. It's pretty good. Like, the reason I say this is because Restitute said something in the chat about it. Like, this is how polarizing this issue has become. There's actually people in stands of football games, like, wearing shirts stating that they stand for the national anthem. Like Jesus, like, it's become such a polarizing, like, issue. Like, I don't know. It's surprising to see.
Go ahead.
It's just surprising to see that there's so much controversy around it. Honestly,
I wonder if Scotty has all
he
the
does.
items.
He does.
Not
I've been paying attention.
Okay.
Pollsmor, I'm not so sure about.
We will confirm here when Scotty picks up this X from SAX.
Man,
I believe Scotty does upstrats, so we'll see upstrats here. Very, very nice. Congratulations to your Metroid Fusion 100% tournament grand champion, Grandmaster CScottyW.
Dude, good job, Scotty. You know, it's funny that Peanut decided to chime in then. I feel like Peanut is just that guy that, like, you invite to the party that, like, nobody likes, but, like, you know. Just seems like that guy.
It was such a good race until the very end. Like,
Dude, that was a good race the entire way.
yeah, and how many lead changes were there?
There was a lot. What's
Pollsmor doing? What is
Pollsmor?
Pollsmor trying to do? I guess
No,
this is his final goodbye.
He's just taking the long way. Yeah, you're right. Morgan, you know what? You're correct.
I gotta give Scotty credit. 104 by JRP and Scotty.
Oh.
Oh, he's going for Pogo. Okay, okay.
Is he gonna time him out?
Let's get Scotty in here.
Dude, did Feasel just show up for an interview? Is that what I'm hearing? Asking for it.
I think Pollsmor will try to go for the floaty Omega, maybe.
Maybe. He's going for it.
Okay.
Here it comes. You got it.
He gets it.
First try. Is he just gonna run out the timer?
Silly Pollsmor. Missiles do not damage the Omega Metroid.
Dude, but he played so much Samus Returns, as did I, but we all know that should kill it.
Yeah, what's up with that? It's supposed to damage it.
They are ice missiles after all. They add a freezing effect. Want it to get high.
Pollsmor is going to try to leave here at exactly 0 seconds.
What's gonna be funny is when he messes up.
I guess Pollsmor is showing off the fireworks for Scotty, the winner.
Yeah, that was a hell of a race. What? That's incredible. That is actually incredible. It's to the beam.
So,
Yeah. He lost because he didn't do Nightmare Space Boost.
oh wow, look at this. I'm looking at the SRL channel, and it says here Scotty finished in the first place with a time of 1:42.35, and the race world record for Metroid Fusion 100% is 1:43.11 by Eagle.
142.34.
What?
Well, you're saying 143.11 was the world record on SRL.
Yeah.
Wow, he got a 105. Jesus, dude.
So he smashes the world record, the race world record, and he gets a 105.
Yeah, he got a 105, dude.
Nice. And Scotty is in the chat with us, so unfortunately, Scotty, you have now seen a 105. How do you feel about that?
I'm kind of sad about that.
Could have been a 104, dude.
Could have been a 104.
No, this was a pretty high 105. I was about almost a minute behind my splits.
Oh, you should have just waited after you killed Omega to get that 106.
I actually considered it.
Very nice.
Is that the first 105 this tournament?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, considering that he just smashed the race world record, I don't think a 105 was ever achieved in a race.
Yeah, that's true. You make a good point.
No.
Pretty damn impressive.
Very, very nice. So, congratulations, Scotty. Tell us your thoughts on the race?
I think Yakuza saved that run.
Yeah, it was really good.
That's all I have to say.
Ask though, like, how did you handle like the beginning part to the end part? Like, you started out like super sloppy, and it looked like Pollsmor was just gaining time, just here and there. You had to keep catching up because of just small mistakes. How did you get your mindset back to play through the game like so flawlessly that second half?
I mean, I guess I just got used to playing it again. So I hadn't been playing for the past few days.
So yeah, we didn't really think about that, Ross. The any sort of rust could be early on could account for such sloppiness.
I don't even know if Scotty can get rust, considering how he just started playing Fusion. How can you get rust? How can you get rusty if you just started?
Very quick.
Like, for a lot of runners, derusting is because I haven't played in like 6 months. But for you, I mean, you're basically JRP Junior. I haven't played in 2 hours. It's time to derust.
I have a feeling.
I mean, I have a feeling that he's in some ways better than JRP because I mean he got the world record for this like
such a short time. Yeah.
I don't know 3 years faster than JRP did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I'm
ridiculous.
Sure he could get I'm sure he could challenge for 45 and 90% as well easily with movement like that.
You know, there was a point though, however, that you probably wouldn't even have made it out of the Swiss format with how many losses that you had. Like, how many?
You had 2 losses in the
Minecraft now.
Yeah, so considering that you were on the brink of not even making it to the bracket, and you finishing the tournament number 1, it's really impressive. You know, and like I mentioned in the race, in your race versus Eagle, that Scotty does. Pollsmor does have a 100% ratio for second place. And
Jeez.
So statistically speaking, Pollsmor was very, very likely to finish here second.
Well, statistically speaking, he was like 100% certain to win this race since he hadn't lost up until this point.
That's true, but what we're talking about finishing in second place.
Yeah, 50% of the time, he always comes in second place 100% of the time.
Yes. And that is true. That is very true.
Alright, he's playing Minecraft now, it looks like.
So,
tiny window.
Really?
So, Scotty, now that the tournament's over and you are the king of Metroid, Metroid Fusion, do you have any plans to improve that 104 and possibly get the solo 103? Or at the very least, beat JRP's RTA.
Of course, it's always a possibility, but I'm not aiming for that right now. I think I might move on to any percent or even just a completely different game.
Can you not, please? Just don't go to any percent. I'm working on the 45 and I need to...
Scotty, please get 45 before Ross does.
Oh
I am too lazy and busy to get it and steal it from out from under his nose, but you can do it so easily.
But yeah, it was a very, 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 very good race, and definitely delivered. You know, the finals, we were expecting that the run would be very close up until the very end. It wasn't quite until the very end, but it was close for most of the race. And none of you died to SAX on Sector 2, so that's also a very good thing. But yeah, any closing remarks? I think we're overlapping Link to the Past randomizer on this channel. No, wait.
We have like 2 minutes, I think.
Wait, speed gaming. Yeah, we got like 2 minutes. Any closing remarks?
From who, me or Scotty?
Either of you?
I think I'll just say that I'm very happy that I decided to take part in this journey. That I'm very happy with the outcome, of course. But I think that all my races were very good. I was very happy with all of them.
I guess as the one of the organizers of the tournament, I should say something. I guess as an overall to the tournament, thank you to everybody who took part in the tournament for like the past like month and a half to 2 months. It was definitely a lot of fun. Thank you to all the commentators who took the time to help commentate the races and all the silly stupidness that was going on. And thank you to everybody who watched and was interested in this and kept coming back if you came back more than once. Because we definitely had a good time doing this, and I hope you guys had a good time watching.
Yep, and as always, thanks to Fiesel for managing not 1, not 2, but 3 and 4 speed gaming channels. If you don't know, by the way, speed gaming 3 and 4 have been opened, so take the time to visit those channels and give it a follow, subscribe. And it's just too many runs now. We need more speed gaming channels, right?
I would say a big shout out to Fiesel because without him, I mean, all of this coming together, it makes it a lot more difficult. I mean, it gives us a place to collectively stream all this. And I want to thank Oro as well for doing the layouts. He did a wonderful job with all the layouts that you saw. Tournament.
Yep. And I will have to say, give shout outs to Scotty for being classy in his victory, in his victory speech. Because if it was me, I would definitely say something like "Sub Pollsmor is free."
If you want me to say that, I will.
I mean, there are only about 800 viewers watching. As if it were me, this would be the most opportune time. But you're not me, so. That's all I have. And yeah, once again, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to all the runners. Thanks to all the commentators and all the administrators for this tournament. Very successful tournament. And
we'll be
very, very fun time.
We'll be looking to do another one. We just don't know the category and around what times we'll be end up doing it. A more accessible category than this one because 100% is kind of like of one. It's long to do and there's not that many runners, so we'll probably do another tournament. Maybe I would love to do 0%, but I feel like that would be even less people.
It'd be like 2 people.
Yeah, it'd be me and JC, and that's it. Some tournament. We might do any % again, or something else. Maybe do one of the Japanese exclusive ones.
Yeah, definitely keep in touch with speed gaming. There's once it is decided, I think it'll come up on the schedule. If you do ! schedule, you can see the other runs and races going on in all 4 speed gaming channels. And that is all I have. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and I will see you during the next Metroid Fusion or Zero Mission tournament.
Yeah. I love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Well.